General advice warning. This information may contain general financial product advice which does not take into account your personal circumstances, financial needs, or objectives. You should seek independent financial advice to determine if a financial product is suitable for you. Lifestyle Trader is an authorized representative of Lifestyle Investor Services. Please be aware that all trading and investing activities are subject to the usual market fluctuations that may result in gains and losses. Trading leveraged instruments such as options, commodities, and foreign exchange carries the risk of loss. Trade only with funds you can afford to lose. No representation is being made that the users of our software will generate similar trading profits. The results provided in this presentation are not necessarily indicative of trading results that may be experienced in the future. Lifestyle Trader does not take into account the investment objectives, financial situation, and individual needs of any particular client when providing general trading advice with the Lifestyle Trader software. Before making an investment or trading decision on the basis of any information provided by us, you need to consider with or without the assistance of a personal financial advisor whether the advice is appropriate in the light of your own investment needs, objectives, and personal financial circumstances. Lifestyle Trader, again, is an authorized representative of Lifestyle Investor Services.
Hi traders, this is a brief video to demonstrate Lifestyle Trader version 9 and its benefits and capabilities that you could use as a trader. So this is the main interface that you can see here. Now depending what access to different modules that you have, they would display up here. So if you only had access to commodities, that would be the only one to show, or Forex, and so on and so forth. Now, very simple to use, the interface. Simply select which module you want to use and then select the type of product that you would like to trade. And at this point, let's select the currencies by clicking on it. And if we wanted to trade futures on the Canadian dollar, for example, we click on it. And then we select the highest open interest contract here, or the subsequent one, depending on the expiration and your strategy. So if I click on the highest open interest, it will now display the charts, and very simple method here. This is the iconic Lifestyle Trader charts where we would determine to look at buy and sell signals from these charts. Down the bottom you'll have all the details on the contract. Depending where your mouse is hovering would have different numbers for each update. Each of these columns that you can see here is 1 day on this chart, and it's information displayed on an end of day basis. If you click on this weekly button, it will display a weekly chart, which then the updates would be 1 per week. And depending on your strategy and how you use that, that could be beneficial to you or not. So let's have a look at gold, for example. If I click on metals and gold, and we'll go through an example of how this would work. So a buy signal and a sell signal, what are they? A sell signal is when the green line and the red line have crossed and they're both pointing down, so the red would be on cross. So this here is not quite a sell signal, okay, but very close to it. You may have had this as a sell simply because they squeezed and touched, and you'll notice what I did there was click and drag to zoom in, and I can keep doing that to clarify the signals if I want to. And to zoom out, you simply double click. Now to identify the price, you simply use the mouse on that update, and you can see down the bottom here in the historical data, you'll have the open, high, low, close for this update specifically here. The current data will be for the latest update over here on the right hand side of the screen. So let's say that we took a sell signal here. You would measure this and have entered the market, and then we would have simply exited when we had this crossover here. For a buy signal, let's have a look at a buy signal on the DAX, for example. I'm selecting this contract, and a buy signal is when the green line crosses above the red, as you can see here, and they're both pointing up. So this is a classic buy signal right here. I can zoom in to clarify if you want to, and then to zoom out, double click on the chart again. On the left hand side at the bottom we have the index, the contract details, in this case of an index, but it's depending on what product you're looking at. And this section here is for the stops, which is risk control, and we always advocate to have a risk protection strategy when trading in the markets. We use an ATR style, and depending on your strategy you would have this in different settings, which you can set up here by clicking the settings button. And so long signal. A short signal would be when the lines cross and the red is above the green pointing down like this. And if they're incorrect, as it is here, where they've crossed but one's pointing one way and one's pointing the other, there's no clear direction. That's an indecision, or something we wouldn't use to enter the markets. Up here, if we click the Forex module, the charts and the layout look identical, though we're looking at different products. So in this case, if we click the Euro US, we're looking at the currency exchange rate between the Euro and the US. Now when you see this cross here and it's dotted, the computer is picking it up as definitely something that's invalid at that point, and it's not accurate yet, so it needs confirmation. So that's what the dotted lines mean, and we teach you how to use that in your strategy as well. So you can click on any of the currency pairs to trade them. If you wanted to go to a candlestick chart, you can simply click the candlestick button by clicking this icon up here like I just did, and then that will display the candles. And if you're not familiar with candles, you'll learn that through education and through the technical analysis that we have. The ETFs module would be next, and this is used for a bit more longer term trading, as we have different groups of ETFs that we've merged together. For example, if we want to look at the gold ETF that holds real gold bullion, GLD, you can trade that on a weekly, monthly, or a daily basis and have a look at the charts. Now, the strategy is the same, but usually different time frame and a different instrument. So you have to determine whether it's right for you. But you can see very simply that from a long-term approach, you can it's not that difficult to figure out the direction of where this market has been going, and very simple to use. So overall, with ETFs, there are less than 100 in our program here, but overall in the planet there's between 1 to 2,000 at the moment, and we don't have all of them because we want the most liquid ones and most viable ones to put in a portfolio or a strategy. So we've grouped together the main ones that we believe are best, but if you think there should be more, just let us know and we'll evaluate that to see how we can put them into a strategy as well. And the next part would be looking at options and stocks. The stocks module is fairly simple to use. Simply select a country after you've clicked on it, and let's take the US for example. Type in your stock code in the ticker box, for example Apple for Apple Computer, AAPL. Press the search and then the chart will appear, and you can trade the lifestyle charts on a daily or weekly basis. You'll notice the theme is the same. Whatever product, we just apply simple charting measures. And then depending how you manage your money, from your lot sizing, your risk, your trailing stops, or your targets, however you're using it, is critical to how your strategy will play out. The entry and exit, it's great to have a simple definition so that you can use it. However, you do need to have money management as a key principle to making it work, and that's what we get through the education component of what we provide. So this is only one small part of it. However, you'll need more than just this to make it work, and that's what we provide. The options component has quite a few different strategies. Excuse me. We have bear calls, bull puts, condors, and there will be more in the future. However, this is what we have at the moment. And simple scan function where it will enter your parameters, and it will bring up the results available for current month or whatever month that you have chosen for expiration. So if I want to look for a bull put spread, and if you're not familiar with these terms, that's just an educational process which you'll go through as part of the journey as becoming a trader. So here the first one that's come up is RRC, and we have a strike at 55 and a board at 52.50. So 55 is here, 52.50 is about there. So evaluate this trade. We have a few fundamentals that we would like to look at, and we teach you how to evaluate that. And this is how we look at the options component. So a lot of different things you can do here. Overall, it is very simple. However, there's so much that you want to focus on one area, and that's the key. And whichever area that is comes down to how much capital you're looking at to use, and what your strategy is, what your time frame, what your objectives are of your trading. So a lot of different things, and we'll work with you in all of those areas to make sure it's something suitable and safe for you to do. But that's a quick overview on Lifestyle Trader version 9, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, make sure you contact us and we'd be happy to help you from here.